Hello, Aquarius. How's everybody doing? Look, I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. I had some things come up that I needed to take care of, like most of us have, I'm sure. But I'm back for now and ready to get back into my reading. So this is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of December 2020. Let's see what's going on with you guys. And Aquarius, if you will, just kind of hang out for a minute at the end of the video. I do have a short little announcement I would like to make, okay? So Aquarius, December 2020. December 2020, Aquarius. What's going on? Okay, that's too many right off top. Aquarius, December 2020. You got the Three of Emotions, which is the Three of Cups. So possibly celebrating something or reconciling with someone. And you have the Seven of Emotions. And you have the Awakening, which in traditional looking cards, it's Judgment. Give me one more, please, for Aquarius. Okay, so it feels like, you know, you're kind of contemplating, well, not even kind of, you are. You're contemplating reconnecting with someone. And I feel like, you know, you're emotionally confused about it. And for some of you, you could already have many options already, you know, since your connection with this person. And you're kind of stepping back like, you're making that assessment, that judgment call. Like, do I want to? Like, you know, is it worth it? And you have the Seven of Voices, which is the Seven of Swords. So, you know, yeah, what I was just saying is, it's like, you know, there was a connection from the past, and you guys have been thinking, or you are thinking, or will be thinking, however you want to say it, about reconnecting with this person. Some of you are emotionally confused about it. Some of you already have several other options that you can just reach in and pick from, and like, hey, this is my boo now. This is what I'm gonna do. So you're contemplating, and you're trying to make the assessment of, okay, do I even want to travel down that path again? Because this person, you know, could have been very manipulative in the past. From, you know, cheating, being deceptive, you know, just all kinds of mind games, head games. And you are trying to determine, is it even worth going back down that road again? Show me the Three of Emotions, Three of Cups for Aquarius. Give me one more, please. So you have the Queen of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So Aquarius, I feel like whoever this person was, you guys cared a lot about them. You know, at one point in time, it feels like it was, you know, a very nourishing or nurturing, loving connection. But, you know, at some point something happened, and, you know, maybe you parted ways, and, you know, for whatever reason. Give me one more. Give me one more on this Queen of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. What happened? What happened? You got the Magician. So Aquarius, this person could have been off kind of like with their hand in all kinds of cookie jars, different cookie jars, cookie jars other than your cookie jar. And, you had to take a step back and leave the connection. I feel like you love this person. You care deeply, very deeply about this person. But they were off trying to manifest different things, different connections, just different things that maybe didn't really vibe with you. So the wheel turned and, brought you to a new place, another place. Hence, you have more options. Now, you still could be confused about this connection because this 3 of emotions tells me like either you've reached out or they reached out. And somebody wants to reconcile and come back. But there's some confusion surrounding that. Show me the 7 of emotions, please. 7 of Cups for Aquarius. Show me the 7. It's too many. You got the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, we'll take those. Yeah, look, you got the 7 of Cups again. 4 of Pentacles. So either you or this person, you're holding back. You're holding back any type of investment into the connection. For your own safety, for your own security. You have the 7 of Cups here again. And that's that confusion. But then again, there's also those multiple options that you have coming in. And then there's the 9 of Swords. So you have spent countless nights, in your, well, I was going to say in your feelings, but I'm talking to Aquarius. So you've been in your mind about this person, not being able to rest, tossing and turning. And this is telling me right here, especially with this 4 of Pentacles, like you're just not going to give to it. You don't want to give to it anymore. Even though you loved this person deeply before in the past. And you're still, with the awakening here, this is judgment here. You're still looking at the connection. Show me the awakening, please, for Aquarius. Give me one more, please. Let's see what that was. There's the King of Cups. Yeah, you had the Queen of Cups back here. So, this is a really powerful connection. A very emotional connection at some point. Give me one more, please, for awakening for Aquarius. Well, and you want to give me 2. 5 of Swords. What did I say earlier? Manipulation and mind games. And then there's the 3 of Wands. So, I look at this, Aquarius. So you have the awakening, the King of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. You have assessed the situation from the past, and it's like, oh, I loved this person. I cared about this person. But there were so many emotional mind games, so much manipulation, just so many, just tactics that this person was using. And I feel like you are just waiting. You're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for something better. You're waiting for something else that is going to be compassionate. What the fuck? I made up a word for y'all, Aquarius. It's compassionate. Leave me a description, a comment below for what we can make that mean. Compassionate. Okay. So you're waiting for something passionate, something that's going to be more fulfilling, and it's just ultimately going to take you, into the direction that you want to be. You want to be. Show me the 7 of Voices for Aquarius, please. Seven of Voices, please, for Aquarius. You got the Knight of Pentacles. One more, please, for Aquarius. For the 7 of Voices. Oh, you just, okay. Wow. Wow. What movie was that? Anyway. Look, Aquarius. So you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is all clarifying the 7 of Voices, which is the 7 of Swords. So we know, like I keep saying, mind games, manipulation tactics. And what's clarifying it again? The 7 of Swords. More mind games, more manipulation, more tactics. And the 6 of Swords. Aquarius, the beloved water bearer, is on the water and is like, hell no, I'm getting up out of here. Going towards emotional stability, emotional calmness, where you can just wait on that real thing. Let's come in. Okay. And I don't blame you, Aquarius. As a Scorpio moon, I can agree we have no time for the games. Let me see. Let's take a look here. Show me what blockage or blockages Aquarius might have for the month of December, please. What blockages might Aquarius have for December 2020? You have the Apple. Excuse me. One more, please, for Aquarius, December 2020. Off gate, Aquarius, I'm looking at this apple, and of course, my mind goes to the Bible. Even though, in the Bible, a lot of people don't realize this. And I'm like, how can you not? But I didn't know this at one point, so I guess I'll spare. But in the Bible, when they ate the fruit in Genesis, the Bible does not say it was an apple. It just says fruit. Who made it an apple? I don't know. But y'all know people be trying to play God. But anyway. So I'm looking at this apple and I'm thinking about that. And I'm thinking about the temptation. And we saw that you were in judgment, analyzing whether to go backwards or to move forward out of that hurtful connection from the past, which eventually I think you do. I mean, the cards kind of showed us that. But for some of you, there may be a spot where you might kind of fall back for just a little bit. You know, you might be walking along and step down in that little hole on the ground that you don't see. Your ankle might get twisted a little bit, and you're like, oh shit, okay, let me recalibrate myself and keep it moving. Give me one more, please. Potential blockages for Aquarius for December 2020. Bees. Honeycrisp apples. Anyway, so you look at bees, you think bees, you think of hive, honey, sweetness, but you can also get stung. Okay? So just be cautious of falling backwards, like I was just talking about. because, and I'm totally going with the stinging aspect of the bee here. Just be careful of falling backwards, because there could be some potential, damage if you slip back into, what once was. Okay, so just be careful of that. Everything, that sweet, pretty little apple looks tempting and all sweet, but there could be some trouble lurking in that little apple tree. You might have a little beehive up at the top. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful, Aquarius. Be careful. All right, so this is a new deck that I have. It's the Music Oracle. So we're going to get some advice for you for December 2020. I love these cards, but for some reason, y'all, they feel so loud to me when I shuffle them or something, or like when I hit the desk. I don't know. I'm probably tripping. I have super sensitive ears. So anyway, enough about me. This is about you. Give me advice for Aquarius, please, for December 2020. We had 2 cards come out. You have Leonard Cohen. I'm not sure who he is. I'm sure I've heard his music or what band or whatever he's with, but I can't recognize who he is right off. And then we have James Brown. All right, so Mr. Leonard Cohen says, when it comes to art, all that matters is telling your story well. Travel lightly through the darkness and learn to live in the intervals between events. Oh, man, that's... Okay, so when it comes to art, all that matters is telling your story. And I think, Aquarius, this kind of falls in with, how you will be making assessments about this connection from the past, right? I think you guys have a way of, putting stories together, putting things in order, like chronological order. Maybe not chronological, but there's an order to what Aquarius does. Even though you guys are the sign of rebellion, but I can see how that works for you. I can see that. So what may look like something just kind of like chaotic and crazy looking to someone else, I can look at that and say, oh, okay, I see where you went with that. So it's like perfecting, what you're putting out. Okay. Travel lightly through the darkness. This is saying to me, like, again, if we're looking at this connection that we've been talking about tonight, don't, become so bogged down in the emotionality of it. Be able to look at it and extract from it, the lessons, right? Which is funny because I feel like Aquarius, I kind of look at Aquarius as like, kind of along with Sagittarius, kind of like the master teacher, right? So, if you're bogged down in your emotions, then your emotions tend to outweigh the logical side of you. So, just kind of, as you're making your assessments and your judgments about this past connection, try not to get bogged down in that. Just keep it light. And, as a Scorpio moon, it's like I tell people, like, it's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to embrace them. Like that darkness that you feel, the darkness that you see around you, it's okay to explore all of that. Just don't stay in that place, right? You have to be light with it and Come up out of it and keep it moving. Travel lightly. Learn to live in the intervals between events. This just feels like, I mean, again, looking at Aquarius as a master teacher, right? And even from my own perspective, it's kind of like I say all the time, learn from everything that is available to you. So you may be in a situation or see something and you may not understand it, or it may not rock with what you already perceive to be your truth. But if you can kind of step back and observe and learn from all of that, then I think that just kind of adds to your understanding of life, like just life in general, or you know, if we're talking about relationships, you can observe and you can learn something about the dynamics of how relationships work. I mean, even if, let's say, you are a mason, a builder, you know, you can step back and observe and watch, you know, a demolition or a building being constructed and learn from that, like how the dynamics of weight and angle, and you know what I mean? Like, just learn from everything that's available to you. And we have Mr. James Brown. Why are you contradicting what I'm saying? He's not contradicting what I'm saying. But, okay, the first thing James Brown says is knock them dead, then leave. And when I say contradicting what I'm saying, is back here when I was talking about being light in your emotions, right? Being able to observe them. And here James Brown is saying knock them dead, then leave. This is making me think about the bees that we saw, right? So it's like, you know, if we're thinking about connections, being connected to someone and, you know, they may have fallen in love with you, or if this is like a friendship or a partnership or any other thing, you know, you could have wowed this person. And here James Brown is saying do that and then leave, which I can totally get with that too. I can understand that too. You know, I think we all want to be remembered. Let me just say that and leave it at that, okay? Don't quit moving until it's payback time. This is saying, you know, keep moving forward. We saw you guys on the water in the Six of Swords, or as one of my favorite tarot readers, Water Fire Tarot, she calls it the Water Uber. I love her. I love Jennifer. But don't quit moving until it's payback time. So we know that in nature, everything has a balance. You know, you think yin and yang, you think the scales, like Libra, you know, everything has its balance, right? So, you know, if we're looking at this connection that you ran in the past, just keep moving, and eventually you'll see that better thing that's coming in for you. Remember, you had the Three of Wands, so you're waiting for that ship to come in. You're waiting for that new passionate thing, you know, that you've been waiting for, and it's coming. And this is saying, like, don't quit moving until it's payback time. So you'll see the rewards of everything that you've went through with this connection, the accumulation of everything that you've went through, you've learned, you've absorbed, you've let go, you keep moving, and then nature, karma, whatever you want to call it, has a way of bringing balance to the situation, okay? And you'll see that. When you're ready to get on up, it's time to get down. Get up, get on up. I see. Okay. When you're ready to get up, when you're ready to get on up, it's time to get down. So again, you're ready to move forward now. You're on that Six of Swords. You're moving forward, and that Three of Wands was right around the corner, so it's coming. Just be faithful and cognizant of everything that you've learned and everything that you've been through. Take those lessons, keep it moving, and karma, all of that, the scales will balance. I love you. So what I was going to say to you guys earlier is I have an Etsy store now where I make like crystal bracelets, earrings, necklaces. It's on Etsy. The name of it is Words with Water. I could do customized stuff. And I know you'll see this. I made an awesome necklace for a good friend of mine. Hey, you. And it looked great on him. So this necklace represents his sun, moon, and rising. I can do that with bracelets. So check that out. It's all crystals, really high quality, good stuff, right? And on the same page, I will be adding birth chart readings, couples compatibility readings. And with those, you can just get the readings themselves, or you can do like a bracelet along with your chart, or 2 bracelets along with your couples compatibility chart, or necklaces that you guys can swap up and wear each other's like birth information, so to speak. But check those out. I'll leave the link below in the description. I do have a Black Friday sale going on right now, so be on the lookout for that. Other than that, I'll see you guys in a week, okay, for another reading. All right, I love you guys. Bye.